You know one thing, this is a very common requirement for a professional. What they actually need is that by default, if I simply select anything into the visualization, suppose I select this particular customer, the entire page will interact, the entire visuals onto this particular page will interact and will start showing the data only for that particular customer. Now, sometime it is required that you create the visual that is supposed to show the entire data always. Suppose I'm talking about this revenue versus target, or maybe order quantity versus target. Let me just take this particular example, revenue versus target. And you want that this particular visual should not change or interact based on this particular visual, which is revenue by category. Okay, so for this you can actually edit the interactivity between them using a feature which is known as edit interaction. How is it possible? You have to select the visual which should not impact the desired visual. Okay, so I have selected revenue by category, and you will notice the moment you select the visual, you will have the format tab with you. Once you go over there, you have an option of edit interaction. The moment I'll click on this, it will actually turn on the interaction buttons on all the visuals with respect to this particular visual. Now, let me just drag it down because it is actually clashing with the options with the other visual, so that it must be clear enough for us. So I'll simply select this, and now you will notice that it is showing us the options. Still it is clashing. I'll just keep it over here into the middle. Have you just seen that if I select any other visual, it is not showing us those little buttons? Why? Because we have turned on the edit interaction only for this particular visual. So let me just select it once again, and now you'll notice that this is revenue versus target. And in fact, in all the visual, you will notice that you have two options. Majorly, you have two options. One is the filter and one is none. By default, what is in dark color or a bold is the filter one, which means that by default, all the visuals are interacting with this visual, which is revenue by category, right? What I want to exclude is this one, which is revenue versus target. So I'm just going to click on this none button. Look at that. The moment I click on this, this will turn into bold. And now the moment I select anything, suppose accessories part, you will notice that except this visual, every other visual onto the page will change, right? So this is the edit interaction. Let me just put it back over there. I don't want to disturb the layout of our report. And that's how we actually edit the interaction between the visual. Thank you so much.